And here we are for game number 2. We're in a rather nice series. It is Aurora PMS, the orange Zerg on the bottom right, against eSahara's Madde, the blue Zerg on the bottom left. We are on Shakuras Plateau, a very, very solid map, and I'm looking forward to seeing what these players will be able to accomplish.
Close air positions again. So I'm hoping for either some Mutalisks or actually Brute Lords.
That'd be fun. If we get into if you get into Hive Tech ZVZ, that's always fun. And both these players seem to actually favor going for that later gameplay. I mean, we did just see a nice, solid, long macro 5 base versus 5 base ZVZ, and that's very, very rare.
Probably they're often done with it earlier. Madde is going for an early, well, it's not really an early scout, but is going for a scout with her drone, while Aurora is just spreading her overlords at this moment. Not really a lot of exciting things going on in the beginning. They both don't have a spawning pool down or an expansion down at this moment.
Yeah, I'm expecting a hatchery first once again. You can see they're both at close to 200 minerals. They're not spending it. And we do see Aurora setting down her, oh, Madde's gonna block it. Oh, that is so obnoxious. We see a drone pretending it's a probe. But Madde's getting down her own expansion. And look at that. Aurora's been forced to get the extractor in the spawning pool. Oh, you probey droney. That is obnoxious of you.
Just doing his little dance with her expansion.
Yeah, but this is actually a scout that's timed to do exactly what it just did. That's the kind of thing that you do, and if you try and get in there and the hatch is already down, you're just like, oh, I'm now behind because I sent out such an early drone to accomplish that goal and it didn't get what happened. But the fact that it actually paid off is really, really big, because now you can see Madde getting up her spawning pool and everything in just enough time to be able to defend against any kind of a crazy early game aggression from Aurora. But if Aurora goes for Banelings, that's what would make me nervous for Madde. Last game didn't happen, but it's still very, very possible. But Aurora did just end up throwing down her expansion at just a little bit of a later time.
As we speak now, Madde has her her expansion done, so she can get the minerals and stuff from it really, really soon, a lot sooner. And she actually is throwing down a Roach Warden just at the bottom of her main.
Yeah, Madde really seems to favor Roach Warden play. Maybe just trying to avoid Zergling Baneling Wars because those are just so volatile. If you make one mistake, you've basically lost the game. I guess Madde's trying to go against that, and she probably worked a lot on getting the timings down to be able to use those roaches to target fire those banes and then try and keep the lings back until it's safe, and then use those to probably envelop the opponent and just win. That's if you can actually pull that off, that'd be incredibly impressive. Now we're gonna watch as Aurora's got this single ling running around and be able to get a scout on the entire base. And we'll see the Roach Warren now.
Aurora is making her own Roach Warden at the moment too.
Alright, so this will be a lot of fun. So now we do have drones mining at both naturals, but actually, interestingly enough, Aurora's mining the natural before Madde. Madde just has 2 drones there, is not really doing much of anything. Now we see that, oh, she's rallied her main. Does she have 16 drones mining? Yep. Perfect ratio. 16 drones at the main, while the ratios will be fixed once these drones start stacking up the natural, because 16 is the money count for Zerg. 16 drones per base.
Aurora does have the metabolic boost, making her evolution chamber. You can see that the lings are going towards the base of Madde at this moment.
Yeah, but what makes me scared for Madde is the fact that there's no metabolic boost even started at all for her. I mean, granted, she's emphasizing roaches, but look at this right now. These lings are trying to retreat, and Aurora just needed one more shot to take down that ling. But that's the kind of vulnerability you have. You cannot engage ling against ling with one of them not having speed, because the one with speed can crush everything. They'll get a faster surround. They'll deal more damage in that respect because they can attack more. And any kind of retreat from the non-speed lings, and they will die because they literally will keep getting caught up to by the lings with speed, and they'll just decimate them. So
speed is really important for the Zerglings.
Oh yeah. I mean, another similar thing to look at is just charge lots versus normal zealots. It's obnoxiously in the favor of the charge lots. Obnoxiously. It's also a fun word to say, especially when you emphasize it the way I just did. Like if anybody's sitting at home and just literally say it to yourself, feel like a crazy person and laugh and realize you're having fun. That's all I'll say about that.
Well, Maddie will have her metabolic boost soon also, so they will be equal again.
Yeah. So now Aurora's also getting her third base in top right, playing it pretty safely, still keeping the lings very far forward to get that scout as those lings are pushing forward, and that would be a really, really cool thing to see that's going to happen. They're going to go ahead and try to scout things and then just respond to whatever's going to be pushing forward. But Maddie's getting the third and fourth gas geysers with the lair tech out. Where is the Spire? There's a Spire. So we see Maddie playing a good, solid, reliable macro ZVZ strategy, going for the mutas, while Aurora is only 3/4 of the way done with her lair, but is also 3/4 of the way done with her third base. So trying to go for a little bit later tech and go more the economy route in this game. All those spores are being thrown down everywhere too.
Just wanted to say that.
Oh, sorry.
No worries. Just want to say with all the possibilities, you know, of the investors' last game, and now we can see that Maddie has her Spire halfway done, well, more than halfway done.
The third is now getting taken down by all those lings, and look at them queued up to take down the hatchery and then just retreat. That is obnoxious. Very, very.
Didn't have any drones there yet, so.
Yeah, but the 300 minerals at the time, and if Aurora's gonna go for another one, Aurora really may want to take this in-base third. That's not really an in-base third, but this nook and cranny third, I like to call it, because it'll be a lot better to defend against the mutas. The top right third is so far away in terms of getting Hydra as queens in there to defend. It's a lot more condensed to have this really tight 3 bases. Yep.
You see with the Hydras that Aurora can make, or is making at the moment, she's spreading her creep a lot more, of course, than Maddie is.
Yeah, and the Nidus network is down too, as well as a macro hatch going down. I really want to see Nidus. Oh, we've got an Overlord from Aurora in the left side of the map. Maddie is fully aware of it though. She has vision, but hasn't taken care of it yet. Mutas are out. Will those mutas take care of that Overlord? Because that could be the main point for this Nidus to actually hit. Oh, that's so. Oh, those mutas. Mutas, here, now, please, please. Look at that, please. I'm asking very, very nicely. It's not working. Whatever, Maddie has chosen to instead really work on that third base. And the mutas, they listened! Oh, you thankful. Oh, I'm so thankful for your existence. These 2 nice mutas as opposed to the... Where are the other mutas? They're the mutas. Okay. So it's not only 2 nice mutas, it's a full flock of nice mutas.
Look at the amount of Aurora has like a crazy amount of queens walking together with the Roaches and the Hydras.
Wow, that's there's nothing mutas can do against that. You can transfuse even the Hydras with that kind of numbers. But they're going into the Nidus. Oh, is this Overseer? Oh, it's Overseer getting picked off. But the Nidus that Nidus can get killed so easily. Oh, wait a second. Are the mutas? Okay, we now have only 5 nice mutas. There we have it. Now the full flock of nice mutas. But those mutas were almost too nice, and letting the Nidus go up for a second, that happened. That would have been unfortunate. But still, the Nidus is now shown, and Maddie's gonna have to be scared about that. You can see those mutas are actually checking around the top left before actually running around and really being able to play defensively.
Mm-hmm. It's almost 4 bases against 3 now. So Aurora will be a little bit behind economy-wise once they all pick up. So, and Maddie is doing such a great job making sure that she's not expanding on top of it, and making sure that her 4th base was safe because of the big knight that's coming up there.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that Aurora's not sending out like a speedling or two to try and get vision. Oh wait, actually, haha, I'm clairvoyant. We've got a Ling dying over there. A Ling moving to the top right, gonna die to one more poke from a spine crawler, or just Lings. Just that's the Lings. But notice where that Ling went to. That Ling was trying to hide over here and just get stay alive in there and give vision then for another Nidus. You can see that Aurora wants that ability for an offensive behind the lines Nidus, but look at these mutas. One Nidus almost going up, and these mutas aren't doing anything but harassing. I mean, granted, it's hard to harass against this kind of force, but still, when you mutas, you have to be active and poke around and try and do something. At the very least, let's see what they've actually scouted, and they haven't even seen the infestation pit.
Not yet, no. Look at the amount of forces that Maddie has at the moment. A lot of roaches, quite a lot of infestors too. A little group of like Zerglings and a little group of Mutalisks. Mutalisks just prodding and poking around, making sure that the bases up there are not taken, and they're just gathering probably for a big attack in the middle.
Alright, but now both players are maxed. We're about to see some nice engagements, I would assume. We do have Maddie getting out a single overseer, but we have the Mutas with this army. That's a nice bit of DPS because they're going to function like the Hydras and attack while everything else also attacks. But here we have the attack officially happening. A huge fungal. Oh my god, that fungal right over. So many more fungals. Oh my god, the fungals. You can't even say anything in the face of the fungals because the fungals are ever present and always on so many units. And look at Aurora getting the nice massive concave, and all of a sudden Aurora is up 50 food. Both players are even building a bunch of roaches, 33 for Maddie and 20 for Aurora. Aurora's maxed once again. This is going to be crazy. Look at all those queens. I couldn't even watch what transfuses. Looks like only probably 3 or 4 transfuses actually went down, but there's a nice fungal preventing those rally pointed roaches from actually getting anywhere. Aurora's actually 2-1 against 1-1, so there's also an upgrade advantage as well as army and tech advantage for Aurora, and that's a little obscene to have all of those. That's another fun word, like obnoxious, obscene. Those op words are so good. Maybe because I'm Protoss and like observers.
That's actually quite a nice pun too.
Thank you.
Upwards.
Alright, so now we're having a couple queens getting taken out, but there's a lot of, even the roaches in the high ground. And, oh, that is horrible. Maddie forgot speed. That's big. We're talking about speed lings and charge lots of speed roaches is also true too, but that's GG. And now Aurora wins and we'll move on. And congratulations to her. Losers bracket final, I think, for her now. Maybe, or close to that.